Hal here with more space engineers. And as you can see, I'm in the process of gathering a little bit of iron. How much iron? A whole lot. Alright, so I'm only up to 20k right now. So I'm going to be gathering a bit more. I don't know, probably another like 2 or 3k, maybe up to 25k total. Let's see here. Let's back out just a little bit. Move ourselves over. And re-engage. Alright. Awesome. Alright, so now the reason I am out gathering all of this is because I am running low again. Look at that, we're up to 26, so let's see, maybe take it up to 30k. And the reason that I am running low... Oh, can I get my camera to pan? Nope, I can't pan around far enough. Okay, I will show you here in a moment why we are running so low on iron. I'm actually going to need to make a pretty significant resource run here in the near future. Not just for iron, but I'm going to have to go grab everything and potentially go look for platinum. I'm really not looking forward to the platinum search because that is going to be a rather long and tedious search. Mainly because of the fact that I don't really have a scout craft anymore. So, because the starter ship basically got blown up, I went ahead and ground it all down, took the parts off of it, was able to reclaim everything, and we moved all of the vital stuff over to the base. So what I've been doing off camera is gathering a metric ton of, several tons of rather, materials such as iron and cobalt and everything else. Let's back up and I will show you exactly what we've got going on here. Alright, so as you can see, I have been working on getting the superstructure finished. The elevators, we have put elevators in place. We have a gravity system in place. We have fabricators and assemblers. Basically, we were able to move pretty much everything off of the starter ship, and actually even expanding a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, we do have gravity turned on, and I'll show you what we've been doing here in the base shortly. Do want to try and get this to match up. I actually had to... yeah, I was going to say, I actually had to rebuild the connector on the small ship because... Is my... no, the drills are off. Okay. What happened is that the magnetic pull on this thing is a little much for the small ship. So what happened was I wasn't paying attention, got a little close, and I had a very large shipment of ore that was ready to go. So what I have to do now, because basically I got close enough for the magnetic field to kick in, and it slammed me into the station. The station connector was fine, and that should be good right there. So we turn it on. Yes. Am I too close? There we go. So yeah, basically what I have to do now is I get in close to the station and have to disconnect, or then turn on the power to the connector once I'm close enough. Alright, so the ship is still actually powered up. All I did was kill the thrusters and light. Everything should be shipping out of there now, right? So yes, everything has moved into the station. So as I said, we do have gravity, and all of our cargo containers are now up and running. We have put the elevators in. We've got these working. For the folks who may not have seen these before, let's so we have this wonderful thing. Oh. Looks like I need to turn gravity up a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, this is a sealed block. So as long as everything else around it is airtight, that will actually keep your system pressurized, so you can get between floors without having to run all sorts of like tubing and everything else. You know, so it's really nice. So as you can see, that's our hangar area. I'm going to take you out here, show you what we've been working on. So as you can tell, we've got all of our cargo in place now. Those are all connected and interconnected to each other. So if we get hit by something and we lose any one cargo container or even two cargo containers in a line, all of the other surviving containers are still connected. And then those obviously pipe down and into the workroom over here, the manufacturing plant, and then our refineries and gravity and everything else is fed off of this. So this is going to be the airlock entrance. I'm going to put a window in right here. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Actually, do I have? No. Okay. But to show you what we'd have to do, you come in. This is going to be a minor loss of atmosphere every time you come through. And I'm going to set it up so that that is actually a full-on airlock system. So only one of these doors can be opened at a time, and if you open any one of them, it'll force close the other one. It's just basically playing with some of the timing blocks and programming blocks, which we will be doing a little bit later today, actually. So, as you saw the elevator coming down, there's another elevator that takes you from that floor down here. These are fixed sized blocks. Currently there is a 1x3 and a 1x4. The 1x3 is basically you have the two stops with one travel in between, and then the 1x4 is two stops with two travel in between. So unfortunately, you cannot build these in longer columns, which is really unfortunate. The mod developers actually said earlier last week, that they are working on trying to figure out a scripting system that allow you to make this actually modular. So what you would do is you would place you'd place one of these door blocks at each place you want it to stop, and then you would place one of the sealed travel blocks everywhere else. So basically you would have to have a door at the top, a door at the bottom, and then connect it through these dedicated blocks. If I hear anything from the mod developer, I'll let you know. Right now they said that they are looking into it using some scripting, but they're not quite sure if they're going to be able to get it to work the way they want, because the logic is a little wonky when you make something dynamic like that. So yeah. And then, as you saw here, we did put the air vent in. This one is turned off currently, obviously, because it's, venting to space. No sense burning off oxygen that we don't need to. And I have put in some LCDs. Now, what I'm going to be doing today is actually putting in the programming and timing blocks so that we can use these. And what we're going to do is, because this is our manufacturing area, I want to have summaries of what we have. So we'll have one that'll be ore, we'll have one that's ingots, and then one that's components. And then here, we're going to do all of the life support stuff. So we'll have our power, oxygen, and ice tracking all right here. So because this way, you don't always look up, but this way it's always at eye level. And if I do put a window in here, you should be able to see it from in the hangar as well. So if I come in, I dock, and I go, oh crap, I'm out of ice, or I'm critical for power or something, I'll be able to jump back in the ship, take off, go do what I need to do, come back and unload. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be modifying the hangar area. We are going to put in a cargo connector, and I'm not sure where. I'm thinking I'm going to have it come off of this cargo container here. We'll put a conveyor in like we have over there, and then have a pipe drop down, a conveyor tube drop off of there, and then a connector like you have up on top on the outside. What that allows us to do is to have the ships housed safely and be able to resupply and restock. I'm tempted to actually have that come down a little bit, and if we go with small ships, what we'll do is we'll have the small ships come down, and we'll have 2 docking ports in here for small ships, and then 1 docking port for larger ships. I'm thinking for the larger ships it's actually going to be a top dock, but I'm not sure yet. I may put it on the back like I did with the small ship we have currently, but we will see. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's go ahead, and this is the one down, right? I had to stop to check, because the area down here is mostly sealed at this point. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to increase the gravity to 1G, it looks like. We're at 0.7 right now, so... Alright, so this opens up. Oh, I forgot, I haven't put the ledge in yet. I'm gonna put a walkway in here, or I'm gonna try and put a walkway in here. We'll see if it'll let me do it. But what that'll allow me to do is to get over to here, and then this is going to be our power and gravity room. What we will do is, if we need more power, we've got the one here, and we'll put 2 more of those on this side, and then connect from here over with the other blade. So that'll give us so much power, we can create a Death Star. Alright, so let's head in here. And what is going to go here is we're actually going to put a doorway in. And this is going to be the computer room. This is where we're going to put all of our programmable blocks and timing blocks. And I'm working on getting enough plates together right now to go ahead and close all of this off. I'm thinking I'm going to break the line here and put a conveyor block in there with another conveyor block here to seal this off. But I may just go ahead and put a vent straight there, because I believe the vents allow us to pressurize. I don't think we have to have a conveyor block here and then have a vent in here as well. I think we get away with just having a vent where this current block is, and then putting a conveyor in, the conveyor block in up where that tube is currently. And what that'll do is allow me to have this area pressurized as well. That way, if I'm down here working on the coating blocks or something, you know, we definitely have a place to stand. All right, check all of our stats. How are we doing with everything? I've got some oxygen on me. That's good. So, yeah, that's the basic base as it is right now. And like I said, this one will be the only of these type on this side, and then there will be another 2 over here. And then what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have enough room for 6 of those. With the 2 that we have, how much power are we putting out right now? Let me see something. Does it have it on here? No. Can I? No. See, the block to control this is up there, I believe. Alright. So that's it. I can get to the inventory on this. Alright, so the heavy reactor is putting out 150 megawatts currently. So we can get, what, 8 of these, 9 of these down here? So we've got no power concerns. I am not worried about power with this base. But I do need to worry about, actually, let's turn that off. So that way we're not accidentally venting oxygen anywhere. But I will be putting in another giant window on this side, because when these are done, they're actually set up to look kind of like the warp cores from Star Trek Enterprise. Well, from, I should say, Next Gen. So you'll get basically this giant column of these. I think it'll look kind of nice to have with a window on the outside. So if you're outside looking in, you basically see this giant warp core stuck here in the middle of your base. Oh, right. So that's what we're doing now. Let's go ahead and grab a programmable block. What do we need for this? We need steel plates. Lots of steel plates. Ah, this is easy. Okay. Just grab a little bit of everything. Motors, no. Okay. That's right. I'll grab components here. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and come down here. We're going to go into our computer room in waiting here. Put one of those in. Oh, large steel tubes. I always grab the wrong ones. Alright. See, I should be able to get... Yep. This is why I like having all of my things in the base connected. Alright, that's okay. And then we need a timing block. And then what I do is the timing blocks is I generally put them... Oh, interior plate. I generally put them with the programmable block that they're influencing. However, if I've got anything else, like I'm going to be setting up some of the airlock doors and things, I need interior plates. What I will do is I will most likely put those timing blocks on the other side of the room. I don't need many of these. I think that's all I need, right? Alright. Now... Okay. There we go. It doesn't matter which way you place them. I just like having the... Show you. I like having the control panel readily available, and it shows up right here. So I just need construction components. We can put everything else away. All right. Okay, so put this together really quick. Alright, so now that that's done, what we're going to do is we come over here, we open up the console, and then, you know, you can call it whatever you want. This one I'm going to do as my LCD controller. And we are going to edit this, and then I have a script that I'm going to use. It's the configurable automatic LCDs. Right, we're going to remember an exit. Actually, you want to check code, remember an exit. Alright, so now we want to go look for our LCDs. And we want, actually, you know what? Let's do this the easy way, because we can program this thing from upstairs. So let's go up. That way we can make sure we've got these set up the way we want them. Alright, so this one is going to be our life support. So let's look. So we want this to be LCD life support, and then you need to put a bracket in that says LCD on it. Now the reason this is important is because you need this in order to be recognized by the programmable block, right? So our public title is use text commands. You can call it private one, whatever you want. And what you wanted this to do is to say, let's go power and oxygen, right? Okay, so now we want to go into the timing block that we have, and we're going to call this is our LCD refresher, right? Okay, so we want to set up the actions. What we wanted to do is find our programmable block. We want to run. We don't have an argument to add to this, so just go ahead and run it there. And then what we want it to do is to trigger itself. There you go. And we want it to trying to remember if it's trigger now. I think it's trigger now. We'll find out here in a second. Okay. Now we want that to have a delay of 1, so it refreshes every second, and we are going to tell it to start. Okay, so yeah, I want to tell it to want this to start. All right. Yep, there it goes. Okay. So now this is running, and if I did this right, we have text. And it's telling you obviously that it's leaking because it's not airtight. But more importantly, it's telling you that your reactor's output and maximum output. So right now we're putting out almost no power compared to what we can. Our max output, we're only putting out 1% of our capacity right now. And that's a good thing. All right, so let's go ahead. And I want to edit. Whoops. I want it to show. What is it? It is. Or. I think it is or slash. I think that's right. No, that is not right. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, I think I remember what it was. It's been a while since I've used this thing, so... or... No, you know what? We're gonna leave... Actually, let's do that. Does it show up with ice when you do ice? Alright, I'm gonna have to look up the commands for this again. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've used this. I want to say it's something like... Hey puppy, how are you doing? So yeah, I'm gonna have to remember, because I know it's a string command, and so let me go ahead and take a look at that really quick, and I will be right back. And we're back. Okay, so what we need to do is we wanted to tell it all blocks, and we're going to say or specifically ice, and that should... No. Okay. Let's try. Let's try taking that out. No. Alright, come on. Private text. Alright, so... Oh, you know what it is? Is that it? Yep, there it is. Okay, so you basically have to tell it inventory the asterisk to search all blocks attached to the grid, which does include things attached by either the morph blocks. Is that what they're calling those things now? Trying to remember what those things are called now, but connectors, any type of connector. So it doesn't matter if it's a permanent connection or a temporary connector block. What are those things called? See, it's gonna bug me now. You know, I know you guys are sitting there watching this, screaming at it, going, "It's called this." There they are, merge blocks. I knew it started with an M. So yeah, so either merge blocks or connectors, and it will search all inventory, and so that's a good thing. So what it does is now it's telling you everything that's going on. It tells you how much ice you have. You can also have it do oxygen. I don't believe oxygen requires an inventory augment. I think you just say oxygen. Yeah, so it is just oxygen. Okay. And then that'll give you, the oxygen will give you all of the air vents, hangars, and everything else. If you have oxygen storage, it'll show up. I need to check to see if hydrogen is a command aug, but because I don't actually have a hydrogen storage tank, it would probably give me an error. But I'll make sure. So I will be putting a hydrogen tank in because, you know, having the oxygen generator is nice, but I do want to start having hydrogen thrusters. So yeah, all right, so that's, I think, going to do it for this one. What I'm going to end up doing between now and the next episode is I'm going to get the rest of these blocks set up, and or the rest of these LCDs set up, and that way we'll have a better handle on what's being made, how much of it we have on hand, and what's available. So if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, make sure you throw them down in the comment section below the video. I don't always get back to everybody, but I do try, and if I don't make it, I apologize. It's nothing personal. I just ran out of time, and I am out of time, so I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I will see you back here next time. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, so much noise in this base now. Going to end it all.